poor peasant. Once, there lived a wise rabbi in Elisier, whose community was so poor that no family owned more than one room. It was especially hard for a certain peasant with his 7 children. Sobbing, he came to the rabbi and beseeched him for help. The rabbi took the peasant to the stable, untied a goat and handed him over the rope. "Take the goat home," he said, "and bring it back to me in 8 days." The peasant looked at the rabbi in amazement, but did not dare to disagree. And so, he led the goat back to his home. Crying and moaning, he arrived at home and said, "Oh wife, I think it is God's wish that we become even unhappier." He tied the goat to a bedpost. The goat was a rude guest. It stank horribly, caused a lot of dirt, wanted to eat all the time, rammed the children and teased them. After 2 days, the peasant could not stand the situation any longer. He untied the goat and decided to bring it back to the rabbi. The rabbi, however, shook his head and said, "I don't want to see the goat here before the 8 days are over." So the peasant took the goat back home again. His wife and children were looking at him hopefully, but he shook his head and tied the goat to the bedpost. A really excruciating time followed. After the 8th day, it was finally Friday again. The peasant untied the goat and brought it back to the rabbi. "Oh, Rabbi," he said, "your goat is no miracle goat. It did not bring us any ease, and I hoped so much that you would know of a good remedy for us." The rabbi looked at him for a long time. He took the rope and brought his goat back to the stable. The peasant headed back home. As he was arriving, he saw his wife and his children looking out of the window, and they laughed and waved happily. As he came closer, he saw that they were washed and well dressed, and as he entered the room it was nicer than ever before. No one caused dirt, no one pushed the children, no one stank. The wife and the children were very happy. Then he realized how wise the advice of the rabbi was. They were pleased and celebrated Shabbat together.